Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sal speaking. Today I'm gonna talk about the Filipino martial art of Kali or Eskrima. Okay, I must admit that I'm not really familiar with this kind of weapons, but today I was practicing some techniques with my brother and I found it so interesting. There are so many things you can do with this. Also, I learned that it's possible to transfer some skills from the stick to the blade. People don't understand that it's not just about stick, but it's about impact, and that impact will easily translate into edge. The stick keeps safe those who practice Kali. The impact is done on the stick while training, not on the body. Otherwise, nobody will come back to class. Edge weapons have the ability to puncture, to slash and cut, including box cutters, shards of glass, knives, and swords. Impact weapons like this cause trauma through blunt force impact, such as clubs, bats, rocks, and hammers. They account something like 400 murders in the United States. I'm talking about 2013 because of impact weapons. When you use a stick, you can't do the same things that you do when you use a sword or an edge weapon, such as a knife, for example. But when you use a knife or a sword, so all the blows are, directed in such a way that you can cut your opponent. The same thing, it works with sticks. You have to focus on your opponent and you have to pretend like you are actually using a sword. So this is how it's done, 1 and 2. These are some techniques. So you keep your sticks on your shoulders and then you direct the blows like this. Also make sure that there is a little bit of distance between the grabbing point and the actual stick, because this is important, because you can use this in many ways, in many different types of techniques. I made some research about Kali during the Philippine-American War. So the Filipino army was between 80,000 people and 100,000 people, and they were mainly armed with ball knives. Well, the ball knife is not like this, but to make you understand what is a ball knife is a single-edge convex blade. Yeah, the hilt is made of hardwood and it's similar to a machete. So I think the length of this ball knife, it's probably close to the Kali, to the actual Kali, because the stick kind of resembles the sword, and this is really interesting. So the martial art of Kali is not just about sticks, but it's also about knives, it's about swords. So as I said before, I didn't find any proof that people were using this kind of sticks during the Filipino-American War, but I know that they were using all sorts of weapons, such as bows, such as rocks. They were using anything really. I reckon that they were also using these Kali sticks. Arnis or Eskrima includes hand-to-hand combat, such as knee, headbutt, kicks, punches, elbow, finger strikes. It also includes weapon disarming techniques, grappling, and joint locks. When it comes to Kali, there were so many famous practitioners. If I'm talking about Kali Filipino, I must talk about Daniel Santo, which is one of Bruce Lee's students. Bruce Lee was practicing as well this martial art. What are Kali made of? So the Kali is also called baston or yantok. It's constructed from rattan, which is a Southeast Asian type of tree, type of vine, and it's hard and durable, yet lightweight. It shreds only under the worst abuse. It does not splinter like wood, making it a safer tool. Let's talk about dimensions. Dimensions may vary from 24 to 28 inches. So Filipino martial arts is the most advanced martial art when it comes to blade. It is used by the military forces, the American, the United States military forces, also as the special corps of the Russian troops. As also like even the Indian police uses like these techniques, as also as the Indian para as well use the Eskrima technique. I'm gonna show you some simple techniques now. There's like a simple attack that you, okay, make sure that there's a certain distance between here and here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Well guys, thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you feel sad, you better call Sal. Bye!